Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I have many things to show you, but this video is not just a project share. It's really to share with you how my brain goes about doing things, how my heart tells me to go from one thing to another. That's what I really want to tell you guys. So I had this beautiful bee die that was gifted to me by Veronica at Buzzin' with Bee, and I have used this a couple times already, but I wanted to further cut some more. So I've been cutting several of these out, mini layers. So I started cutting them away using my cutting machine, and then I came out with all of these bumblebees, right? So I used some pattern papers from the Dear Lizzie collection, one of the older ones, because I really like the pattern on it. And even though you don't get to see the pattern when you fully cut it out, you get to have bits of the different images on there, and it creates like a watercolor effect in my eyes. Because you know, when you add water, the paint sort of spreads, and when I use a pattern paper to cut out intricate die like this, that's the effect I feel like I'm getting, and I really like that, instead of being just one shade of color. So I've been cutting the base and then adding the intricate part on top. So I've been doing that. So that's how I went about doing things. Okay, so these are my bumblebee dies that I have layered. So for the base, I have used some different kinds of glitter cardstock and holographic cardstocks like this one. And then I've also used some matte gold and shiny gold for the base as well. Now let me show you all of the bumblebees that I have just put together. So these are just basically all the die cuts that have been layered with the base and the intricate part on top. Now this pattern paper here is from Prima Marketing, and some are from old Dear Lizzie. Okay, so I started doing that. So let me show you all of my bumblebees first. Okay, so these are how I started. All I wanted to really do was cut more bee. So then I ended up making a pile of it. Then I wanted to use this die here. So my brain went from the bee, and because of the pattern, you know, the shape of this bee, it reminded me of this butterfly die. So I wanted to cut some of this butterfly die as well. Now this one I got from AliExpress. So I've been cutting away several of those using different Prima Marketing paper that Aisha has gifted me. And I love how it's got the touches of the gold on this one. So I have been die cutting away like Magic Love and With Love paper as well. See that one? And then I started layering them. Then I said to myself, you know what? Since the bumblebee led me to this shape here, I thought I am going to layer it together. So my brain went from two separate dies to combining them. So here's my butterfly bee. So I have a butterfly bee here, and I really love it. And here is another one. So I've got these to use for my future projects, okay? Now these are some more of the things that I've been fussy cutting from the Prima collection. So then from this point, I thought, well, while I'm working with the butterfly, since I've been die cutting many of these, I thought I am going to make some bag toppers. So my next project was to use this die here. So I'll get it out to show you. Now this is another die set that I bought from AliExpress, and I think I got this one from KS Craft. So I've made shaker butterflies using this, and I'm pretty sure you guys remember that. So from this set, the only die I used was this. Now this is the bag topper part, okay? So I cut out these, and they cut out like this. And all you have to do is just fold it in half. So the main purpose of this die set is to, you know, you can layer more by cutting out these pieces and putting it on top to make a bag topper. But I did not want to do that. I wanted to use this bag topper as a base, but add other things on top. So from this butterfly that I cut out, I added things on top of this to layer. And here it is. I just think this is so pretty. So the paper I have used is Prima Marketing Magic Love. No, this one is from one of the watercolor one. And I just love the foiling touches on one side of the butterfly. See how it created such a beautiful, elegant look? So this is a bag topper. I can leave it like this, or I can further decorate the middle or add some jemmies on there and things like that. But for now, it's saying like this. From here, because I have done the larger size bee as well. Now, this is not part of Sizzix. The larger size was gifted to me before. And then I used the matte gold cardstock to cut out the larger size, which fits really nicely on this bag topper. Then I layered the butterfly pieces on top of the larger size bumblebee, and this became another style of the bag topper. So I went from here to here, okay? Then I did another one with the holographic cardstock. So this is more of a pastel tone one, and I really think it's beautiful. Okay, so then I thought I want to add some strawberries with my little bees that I've been die cutting. So when I say little, it means these ones here. So I got my strawberry die out. Now this is the die set I have received from Coca-Rosa Studio. I did a collaboration with them once. And so this is one of the die I had chosen. And I really like this, right? But when you cut it out, you get a heart shape. Okay? You get like a heart shape. I'll show you. So you get like a heart shape like this, and it comes with the top part of the strawberry like this. So what do? I add the little bumblebee on top of the strawberry, and I add the leaf part on top like that. And I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, that's really pretty. It's nice, but I want to do something a little bit different. So I went through my stash and I remembered that I had this wax seal that was gifted to me. Just goes so nicely with my bumblebee and my strawberry colors. So I decided to marry them up together and create these. So there's the heart-shaped strawberry base without the top leaf part. And then I used not the small one, I used this size bumblebee. And then I tilted it on the side of the strawberry and then just completed it with this wax seal, which I thought was very pretty as well. And now, because I'm using the strawberry pattern now, because I started die cutting heaps of this shape, right? So from here, I had so many of those strawberry bases. And then I had, where is it? Oh, this one here. Then I had this. I discovered that I had 3 of these. Now this is like a embroidery, I think it's like a heart-shaped trim, but they were all joined up, and I chopped them apart, and I took off the bow part here and then the pearl part. After making this ruffled paper bit, I mean, I love making things like this. I like having many of these ready to go whenever I need to package up things, or I might further decorate this in the future. You just don't know, but I like having them available. And since I was working with some pinky papers, I had some strips left over, so I created these as well. Okay, I'm going off track now. I need to go back to my strawberries. So, let me have some water. So my strawberries, okay. So because I had these, Originally, I was going to just use this hat as is on the bag toppers, but I decided, you know what? I need to use it for something else. And I thought, my brain said, how about you layer the strawberry base on top of the hat trim and see how it looks? Wow, it was a perfect size for it. So I layered the strawberry base on top of this beautiful trim. And then I added the tiny bee on top. Isn't that pretty? Now this could be such a great Valentine's Happy Mail gift idea as well, or just simply to use as a layering piece when you're doing your memory decks card decoration, making a birthday card or Valentine's Day card, anything. I mean, heart shapes can be utilized all year round, and I just love this. So because I only had 3, so 1 went on here and then 2 got used like this, right? And I was a bit feeling sad, thinking, I don't have any more of these. So how can I decorate my rest of my strawberries that I die cut? So I went through my trim area, right? Okay, let me move these out of the way so you can see what I'm going to show you next. So I then went through my trim section and I had this piece here. And I'm so thankful to have this piece. So I had a piece like this. So it was like this long. So it had this beautiful rose patch here. This beautifully embroidered rose bit here with this intricate design. Isn't that beautiful? So I started playing around with this trim and like layering my strawberry piece this way and that way and thinking. Then I realized, you know what? Instead of trying to use the trim as is, you can use your scissors to cut the bits you want. So what did I do? I cut all of the rose embroidered rose bits out of each section. So I cut one from there and there and there, okay? So I'm going to show you what I did with my strawberry bases using the bits that I cut out from this, okay? All right, and I love these. I absolutely love these. So this bit here, it comes with the green leaf around it. So that's what I cut out. And look, you guys, isn't that beautiful? So that's my strawberry, okay? So I'm gonna put it here. And then I'll show you all of those ones first. See my strawberry? So pretty, okay? So those are my strawberries with the bits that I cut out. And here. So I've got those and I've got this. So pretty. So as you can see, I have put some right at the top. So instead of using this, which I thought wasn't very, I don't really like I love the shape as is, but when you're trying to glue it on top of the strawberry, it just doesn't look the best, I thought. So instead of this, I got to utilize the leaves on next to the rose as part of the strawberry leaf. So that's where my idea came from. And I tried in many different positions. I put one towards the right and one sort of on the middle. And then like this one, the roses in a little bit of a different, now those two are the same, I think. And these two are the same. And this one, I put the rose towards the center. I just love these. Oh my gosh. I thought these were so, so pretty. Then, okay, so I cut out those bits from here. Then there's another section where you can cut out the top bit, right? So this top part here. So I cut out bits that look like this from that trim. And with this, I did this, okay? And then I did this. Oh, this glue gun string. I love these so much. Then I wanted to also use this bit here. I thought that bit is so intricate and too pretty to just leave it, abandoned. So I cut this bit off as well. And then I used it as strawberry stalk. Look, ta-da! Oh my gosh, I love it. See that part there? I just love it so much, you guys. See, I put that patch on the left, this one on the right. I just love these. Oh my gosh. You see? So that's how my brain moves, you guys. But that's not where it stopped. Because I was looking at my trims and things. Okay, next lot I want to show you. So because I was looking at my trim area and things like that, and I thought, you know what, so because I had already made these, but I thought I want something more interesting to go on top of these and some other projects for future. So I decided that, because I had a sheet of organza material, and I also had, okay, I'll just bring it all out and I'll show you. Okay, right. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun making these, you guys. So I started off with this organza sheet. I folded strips together and I just stitched the middle. Then I used my pinking shear and cut the edges, and that was my stitched ruffle, okay? Which I can use for many projects. I can like cut into little sections and things. So that's how it started. But I thought, you know what? I want to try something different with the different types of scissors I have. So this time I folded the organza, pink organza material into a longer length. I folded in many times to get the thickness. Then I used, I'll show you my scissors. I used this scissors, you guys. See this? Can you see? I used this. And after stitching down the middle, I used this scissors and I just chop all the way on both sides. Then I ruffled it up by doing this, rubbing my hands together like this. And then it created this puffy, amazing trim. I created this and I love the texture so much, and I can use this for my future projects. I love it so much. So I used some different tulle materials, and I also discovered if you use, see this one had many layers. If you use less layers, you get it obviously not as wonderfully puffy bits. You get this. So I mean, I can always like double it up and layer it nicely if I wanted it to be more heavier texture. But I also have used this one, the little tiny star printed tool, and I love the way it looks using this scissors, you guys. So if you guys have this, you can make things like this easily. I love it. And I also made some iridescent tulle ones like this as well. And this is the organza bit because I had a little bit left over. This is another iridescent one I made. Oh my gosh, I love these. Look at them. I mean, aren't they just so pretty? And I also had this other material that had the iridescent coating on some like, it's like half vinyl feel, half tulle or half crepe paper feel. So I made it with that as well. And I love it. And here's another one I made. I just did one side of it, and you just have to like ruffle it up like this. It's just so pretty. And also I've noticed that I can actually roll this, right? And you get this. So pretty. So I did that. Then I had this material, and I used that scissors. So I stitched the top only this time. I wanted to make a different kind of trim. So I chopped and I got this as well to use. So that's how my brain goes from starting one project to another and another and another. I just really wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to sharing with you more soon. And in this 2023 year, I am going to utilize more of everything I have. And I'm going to really enjoy being creative and sharing with you different ideas that my brain tells me to try. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a nice day. Bye.